So, I wanted to experiment and try out shorter scripts that I could put out during busier months since uni has started again. And what better way to try that out than with a daft little gag manga nobody's gonna care about. Yes, Mitama Security Spirit Busters is the... sorry. Seems like the title sequence wasn't getting interested in the manga, so it wanted to get itself out of the way as quickly as possible. Mitama Security Spirit Busters is the new jump... Oh, come on, stop it! Look, even if it's a comedy series that's not very funny or interesting, it's worth talking about why that is. It didn't stop me from talking about I'm from Japan, and it's not gonna stop me now. Mitama Security Spirit Busters is the new jumpstart from the pen of Tsurun Hatamune, known from the 4-volume series in Jump Plus, A Naked Swan. It tells the story of Reina Haze, a high school girl haunted by a long line of 100 spirits. She is helped by an eccentric security guard specialized in fighting against evil spirits. But the twist is that he's really afraid of them and is only able to transform into his serious combat mode when he cries. Okay, so why doesn't it work for me as a comedy? The thing that makes it or breaks it for me in a comedy is usually the character dynamic, and here it was a thorough disappointment. Joe's a coward who faces his fears to do his job. I love that admittedly basic archetype, so he'd usually be the perfect protagonist for me. But he keeps screaming and yelling, and it just reminds me of... Reina, meanwhile, is unsatisfying as a Tsukami, as the straight woman of the duo, because her character is too reserved. She keeps pointing out the stupid things that Joe is doing, but she's only doing it in her thoughts, giving him no chance to react to, or ignore her reactions. And that's so irritating that the behavior of this clown is left unchecked. And it doesn't help that she has the same facial expression in every reaction panel. And that's another thing. The art style has an interesting shoujo-esque touch to it, and I like the way the author draws poses. But there's something about the faces that doesn't mesh well with comedy. Which makes me wonder why the mangaka only ever attempted comedy series in the first place. It doesn't fill me with hope that Reina is here to stay, because Joe is moving in next to her to keep her line of ghosts in check. Not only is that creepy of a grown man, which, by the way, yes, they are going there, they are romanticizing what turns out to be a mutual crush between a grown-ass adult and a high school girl. Yikes. But it also means that this boring dynamic is supposed to be permanent, and with such an uninteresting derivative story, what are we supposed to grab onto? Above all else, Mitama Security is missing a hook, something that could be a reason to keep reading. For a second I thought Reina's ghost speaking to her could be that. A good series would explore that in later chapters. Joe seems pretty trigger-happy regarding all spirits as evil. Meanwhile, one spirit seemed pretty polite to Reina as he spoke to her, even thanking her for allowing them to haunt her. Later on, more spirits are seen playful as such. No, I don't know, it could make for a slightly interesting conflict, but the fact that the spirits don't see Joe as a threat makes me think this is just a gag. In which case, oh, wait for it, I don't think this series stands a ghost of a chance. These are the jokes you subscribe to me for.